On the fifth day of Christmas, my true love gave to me. I go away. For rolling birds bring presents to turtle dove and a partridge in the pear tree.
No music in the background for this video, because I don't really know what to use. Hello, how's to use here, ready for the 5th review for my 12 Christmas specials, and it's Elf, the Will Ferrel movie. Yeah, this is often considered a Christmas favourite for many, and to be honest, I don't get it. This has got to be one of the most disappointing Christmas specials out there, for Christmas movies out there for me, and I don't know. Alright, let's just get on with it. Will Ferrel plays a man named Buddy. He is who was always throughout his life thought he was an elf and is constantly picked on by the other elves because he's too different. Eventually he realized the truth that he's actually human, and when he was a baby he snuck into Santa's toy bag when he visited the orphanage that he was placed in. Through his adopted foster father Elf, he learns that his real father is alive and is in New York City with his own family of his own, and through knowledge from Santa, he's on the naughty list. Will Ferrel decides to go meet his father and the family that he left behind, and try and get him off the list at Santa's encouragement. Problem is, he is completely out of his element. He tries to fit in, but he can't. He gets a job, which he gets fired at. His father doesn't believe him that he's his son, and then he turns out after the DNA test, and his father gets him a job. He makes friends he develops a bond with his half-brother, and just basically shenanigans ensue before Christmas finally begins. And yeah, Will Ferrel tries to figure out where he actually belongs. So, what is there any? I must admit, the story, it's got promise, but what lets it down. Okay, the opening and the ending are good. They're not perfect, but they're actually handled pretty well, and I like that. But the middle, which is a big thing for me, goes completely downhill. The moment Will Ferrel arrives in New York City, I literally would just put the movie on mute. Look, I'm not so sure why, but I've seen this story so many times, the fish out of the water story, which is really predictable, and I don't get why people always like it. And to be honest, yeah, this is Christmas, but I don't know, there's probably a bunch of other fish out of water Christmas stories. I mean, look at Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. That's handled pretty well. And there's so much. I mean, you've got, and the characters outside Will Ferrel, who is extremely charming in this and is a lot of fun to watch. Every one of the other actors absolutely I do not like their performances. Doesn't matter if they're putting in they could either be unlikable, boring, or boringly unlikable. None of the characters out in New York City do nothing for me, outside of a brief appearance by a baby. That's it. So yeah, I'm not going to go straight into everything, but yeah, they do not do anything for me. As I said, the script, I don't know, some of the things Ferrel, I don't know, I'm not a big fan of the script overall and story and everything. What also hurts this movie for me is Peter Dinklage's cameo in this. I love Peter Dinklage. Now, this is before Game of Thrones, before Narnia, before he really skyrocketed. This was more, say, at the beginning of his career, when he was just trying to start to make a name for himself. And oh boy, his cameo is absolutely horrible. The jokes they come up with that scene are absolutely garbage and insulting. I do not like them. Thankfully, he's not in for long, which is good. As I said, I like the ending. There's a corny scene with him where everyone's singing Santa Claus is coming to town, and I don't know. I really can't stand. I really just can't stand it. I also don't get why in the opening how Papa Elf is able to knows who Buddy's real father is. How they find that out, they don't explain it. Maybe they did. I don't know. Just something doesn't feel right for me with that. And there's all these Rankin Bass references and cameos, especially in the opening. Makes me wish this was a better movie. So yeah, that's tough. Yeah, as I said, is there anything I like? Well, as I said, I don't mind the opening and the ending of the movie. And of course, Will Ferrel, as I said, makes this movie tolerable at points. He's just having a ball with this performance, and it's hard not to love him with how he's doing it. I definitely consider his performance really fun. Definitely one of his best. It's just too bad the movie around it is not that good. And well, I like dance scenes in movies, and the dance scene that Ferrell has in the mailroom at his dad's work is actually pretty fun. I actually don't mind that. I really don't. But yeah, this movie does nothing for me. But I know a lot of people like this movie. I do know that. And I know a lot of people still watch it around Christmas time. And you know what? That's okay if you like it. To them, everyone has their own opinions on everything. It doesn't. They could say that a bad movie is a masterpiece, and they could say a good movie is a great movie is a horrible mess. It's everyone's opinion. I mean, I've got many movies I can consider that I like and everyone else hates, and I hate, but everyone else seems to enjoy. Everyone's got their own tastes. But unfortunately, this is just not my flick. And look, for me, I'm going to give us a 3 out of 10 has stars. As I said, it's just not for me. But I am not you, and if you like Elf, all the power to you. Go watch it if you like it. But regardless, it definitely is a movie that will appear along Christmas, and yeah, at least say give it a shot once, see if you like it. So, yeah, well, that's Elf. It definitely was a bad ride for me, but maybe a good ride for everyone else. Okay, so what's next? Well, to tell you the truth, I'm actually interested in going a bit more raunchy. I want to go for a bit more of an adult side for Christmas. And I know just the thing to do so. You know what? I'm going to head back to a town where there's friendly faces everywhere and humble folks without temptation. Yep, I'm reviewing one of their Christmas specials. And personally, the best. One of their best written episodes, and definitely one that will get a lot of laughs. Alright, so you ready for that? I'll see you for that next review. But in the meantime, Hasm Reviews is out, and I'll catch you later as I go down to South Park. Ciao.